Hey, what is up everyone? So in this video, we're going to be taking a more in-depth look at Han Solo, 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm, Power of the Force card back. This is a good one. For those who saw my previous video, as you know, the first one I got was damaged. The bubble is completely split right there. The card is badly bent, had some dings up here. Just wasn't having it. So I contacted Hasbro Pulse via email first, gave it a few days, never heard back. So then I figured, well, I'm just going to call them. And a big shout out to Kendrick with Hasbro Pulse. He just said, send me some photos of the funky one and I'll send you another one right out. And he did just that. So now I have two. So I'm going to open the funky one and just keep this one on the card because this card is in pristine condition. So happy now. And speaking of cards, you can see Power of the Force card back. You got a nice looking picture of Han there, Vader there, Star Wars logo, 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm logo up top. Through the bubble, you can see Han comes with a DL-44. You've got an E11 back there, and the Stormtrooper belt is over here. And on the back of the card, you got this little file here. It's got some stats on Han. Height is 1.81 meters. Status is Smuggler, Pirate, and Rebel Pilot. Classification is Human. Affiliation is Rebel Alliance, and weapon of choice, Heavy Blaster. Now the DL-44 is a powerful blaster, but I don't know if I would classify that as a heavy blaster, but that's what they got on here. And here we have the Lucasfilm timeline, and here we are right here with Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And down here at the bottom, you got the barcode, stuff no one reads, and you got the classic Kenner logo there. So I'm gonna get the dinged up Han Solo open, and let's take a look at him. All right, so I got this Han Solo open, and being a re-release, as you all know, from the neck down, it's the same as the original, but the face is new, and I must say, they did a great job on this face. I mean, this looks great, being the same sculpt, just redone, reprinted. I think it looks fantastic. The eyes, the nose, the mouth, the little scar is there. It's hard to see in certain light, but it is there. I think the hair looks pretty good. Yeah, it's just, this is not a bad Han Solo at all. And from the neck down, like I said, it's the same, but let's take a look at it. So the first thing I noticed was the skin tone between the face and the neck. The neck is about the same color as the shirt, which is a little weird. I mean, from a distance when it's on the shelf, it's not too noticeable, but when you get right up on it, you can really tell a difference. This is more skin tone. This is more, I don't know, just white. It's kind of weird. But as far as the outfit, I mean, I think everything is fine. It looks like Han Solo from A New Hope. You got this nice black vest. Pockets sculpted in, some stitching, looks great. All this looks really, really nice in here. On the back, you've got this big pocket. I'm not sure what you would put in there. Maybe some magazines to read while you're flying through hyperspace. I don't know. It's a cool pocket, though. It's the width of the jacket. And then you got some smaller pockets up here. It looks nice. And the sleeves, I mean, they're just white sleeves. Now, skin tone down here kind of matches the face. It does not match the neck. I don't know what's up with the neck, but yeah, the skin tone on the hands and forearms look pretty good. And same thing on this arm, just some wrinkles on the sleeves. And as far as the undershirt poking through here, the collar looks good. Got a little sculpted detail there. That's nice, and I think the wrinkles look really good. And as far as the belt, well, you have this little belt here, which looks fantastic. Love that. But this, you know, the classic Han Solo belt, I think looks really good. You got a nice silver buckle, great texture there. Some silver studs here and there, some pockets. I don't know what this is, but it looks really, really nice. And got some more pockets over here coming down. Got a holster. This kind of looks like leather. They've made it slightly weathered. Looks really nice. And you got some little silver studs back here. Another one of these little things in the back. Some more silver there. That's a nice belt. And the pants, you got the red stripe there. That's pretty cool. And the rest is just blue pants. Nothing to really say. I mean, you got some nice wrinkles there, but it's Han Solo from A New Hope. And the boots, nice shiny black boots, great looking wrinkles. Again, there's not much to say about them, but they do look really good. So yeah, great looking Han Solo. I mean, I've been wanting a Han Solo from A New Hope ever since I started collecting. This is currently the best one, and I like it. But let's just run through articulation real quick. So you got some side to side at the head, just like every one of them. You've got some tilt. As far as looking down, yeah, he can... That looks dumb. He can put his chin to his chest, but that looks kind of stupid. And as far as looking up, his hair hits the back of his collar, so that's it for looking up. And you've got a little bit of forward and back at the neck. The arms get up that far. and they can rotate all the way around. You've got single jointed elbows that get just to 90, and you get a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist, and sadly both hands are hinged side to side. There's the right and there's the left. You've got a swivel at the midsection. You've got a little bit of crunch, some very good back, and some decent side to side. So the left leg gets up that far, the right leg is kind of blocked by this holster. It doesn't want to go up quite as far. But the legs get out that far, they go back just to there. You've got an upper thigh swivel, and the thigh swivel does work on the right leg because the holster is not really attached to anything, so it does swivel on the right as well. He's got double jointed knees that get just to there. Feet go down that far. They only go up to about right there. And you've got some swivel at the ankle. And as far as accessories, there's the DL44. I think it looks pretty good. You got some nice brown on the grip, some silver on the end of the barrel, and you got some nice weathering on this one. And that's what the other side looks like. You got some scratches on the scope, some scratches right here. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking DL44. I like this one a lot. And there's a look at the E11 that he comes with. It is just cast in black. Not much detail at all. There's no silver anywhere, no weathering. It's just a plain old E11. And that's what the other side looks like. You know, once again, some nice detail, but no paint whatsoever. And there's a look at the Stormtrooper belt that he comes with. Again, not much to say. It is just a white belt with a holster, and it just kind of pegs together right there, just like that. And that's it. All right, so let's check out these accessories with Han. So the DL44 will drop right in his hand. The trigger finger literally goes right through the trigger guard, right on the trigger. That looks pretty good there, like that. Now, unfortunately, he does not come with a vertical hinge. I don't like horizontal hinges with blaster wielding characters, but that's what we got. But I think he does look pretty good holding that. You know, but the blaster does look good in his hand. And speaking of hands, they've got some nice little veins sculpted in there. That's pretty cool. I like that. I didn't notice that before. But, you know, just pointing straight out firing. I mean, that's kind of a classic Han Solo look, and it doesn't look bad. And I can already tell that holstering this thing's going to be a bear because the pistol itself is so dang flexible. I mean, even the grip is flexible. Yeah, this is probably the softest DL44 I think I've ever seen. All right, this is not going to be fun. Yeah, so that was not easy to get in there. The scope does kind of travel outside the holster through this little, it's like a little cutout. The barrel does stick out a little bit, and this little strap will peg in just like that. And I think that looks pretty good in its holster. And let's see about the E11. So that goes in there. Trigger finger, it makes it it's almost there. He's exercising trigger discipline, but I think that looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's okay. And as far as two hands, I mean, you can do this. You know, the elbow only gets to 90. He does not have a vertical hinge, so there is no way to get this blaster up there near his face and have it look natural. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, he's not going to be aiming right down the sights. So, yeah, I think you're going to wind up just having this just kind of down by his side or in front of him, which that does not look too bad there. And like I mentioned, there it is down by his side, and yeah, that's all right. So as far as the Stormtrooper belt, so the belt has to go underneath the vest. It cannot go right here, like over his other belt. It's not quite big enough. So let me work on this for a little bit. So stand by. Yeah, there. So, like I mentioned, it's got to go under the vest. And this little pouch right here kind of has to go behind whatever this is. But it does go. It kind of flares the vest out a little bit, but I mean, yeah, that's Han with a Stormtrooper belt on. And that's where it's going to snap together right there, right underneath his vest. And yeah, it just kind of sits there. And the holster's going to sit back there on his butt. And speaking of holsters, let's see how the E11 goes in. So that goes there. There's only one way it's going to go in. This little extended mag is going to go in this little cutout. And that's what that looks like holstered. And that looks pretty good. Now, of course, getting the DL44 out of the holster is not easy. There we go. Boy, that thing it's in there. Once it's in there, there's no way it's going to come out. I still can't get over how flexible this pistol is. And that's what he looks like with a Stormtrooper belt on, with the E11 back here, and him holding his DL44, which is not a bad look. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the Stormtrooper belt on, but I did want to show y'all what that looks like. And as far as scale, there he is next to that ridiculous Luke. Yeah, he's pretty tall, and there he is in comparison with some other Lukes. I think he looks good on the shelf there. And just having him next to Bespin Han, he's a little bit taller than himself. But, you know, comparing faces, this new face is really not bad at all. And there he is amongst the Hoth Han and Luke and Leia. So he's about the same height as that Han. And there he is next to Endor Han. He's taller than himself once again. But this is where he's gonna, live. So I'm gonna probably put the new Archive of Leia somewhere in here once I get that one. But he looks good on the shelf, I have to say. I think I will end up taking this Stormtrooper belt off. I just wanted to see what it looks like. I should see what this looks like on Luke. Yeah, that makes an already bad figure look even worse. I don't like that. So, I'm pretty pleased with this. The face, of course, is the only new thing, but I mean, I've been waiting on a Han Solo from A New Hope since I started collecting, so I am totally happy with this one. The face looks fantastic, I think, for just a repaint. I think they did a great job on the reprint. I have zero complaints about this. And from the neck down, I think it's a great Han Solo. I mean, this is his most iconic look, I think, from A New Hope, with the vest, the white shirt, dark blue pants with a red stripe down the side with the shiny boots. I mean, this is Han Solo. And I could not be more happy with this figure. Very pleased with this. But please comment below, share your thoughts on this Han. If you like it, if you don't like it, just let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from y'all. And if you like videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. I'd certainly appreciate it. And I just thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll just see y'all next time.